Hi all, today we'll go through three formulas which are used in Excel: if formula, SUMIF and SUMIFS. If S. Okay, these three we'll go through and how we put in and how we use it. So if is essentially a conditional check formula. So it checks for a certain parameter if it matches the condition that you put in the formula. So we over here we have got an employee table which has got employee ID, their location, name, grade, desk, and their annual salary. Yeah. So what we are gonna check with if condition. So what we want to find out is how many people are there with salary greater than 50k, and we need to have a y marked over here, right? So let's use if to do it. Is equal to if logical test. So this is greater than 50,000, then what is the value? We are saying yes, and if it is not greater, then value is equal to no. Okay, that's it. So essentially what we have done is we have selected the value which we wanted to check, which is F246,000. Then we have put the condition over here which we wanted to check whether it is greater than 50k, and then what should have been the value if the condition meets, and what is the value if condition does not meet. Okay, so this is if statement. I'll just copy paste across the board and it will give me formulas automatically, values. Yeah, okay. Now coming to SUMIF. So okay, before that let's do sum as well. So sum essentially sums up, gives you a numeric sum of the cells that you have selected. So over here I'm doing this sum. So total salary that we are paying for all the employees, I put a sum. So here it is. Okay, so now you look at, we have looked at if statement, if condition, and sum. So SUMIF is when we are putting a sum with certain condition. Okay, so within SUMIF, let's see this. So what is the combined salary of engineers, right? So over here we want a sum but with a condition that the grade is engineer, right? So sum if, and we'll select, so range has to be where from the column where you will be checking the condition. So because grade against grade will be checking, so grade is the engineer, right? So from there we'll pick up till salary, right, which is the column we want to sum things up, comma, my criteria is engineer. Okay, and then I need to define the sum range. So this is my sum range and done. So 72,000, which is sum of this and this. Yeah, now within SUMIF, right, we went through the grade. So there is another thing that we can do is, what happens essentially is it picks up from the column which it starts, and if you don't give this third option, it will search just for values engineer in it and try to do a numeric sum which will come out as 0. So if I don't give this optional sum range, it will just be within D1 F18 and it will give us 0. Okay, so that's where if we have got a different column which we are summing up, so we need to mention that as a sum range for sure, otherwise your value will not come up. Over here even if we did D1 to D8, it will give, because it is defining the range in which we are looking for that criteria, and then the range from where we'll pick up the values to sum up respective to that initial criteria and range match. Okay, so Coming to next one, so SUMIFS. What happens is, if you have got multiple criteria that you need to select, and then based on that you have to sum up. So what you do is equal to sum if s. What is my sum range? So what would I be summing up? So combined salary of engineer who joined, let me say, who are at onshore, who are at onshore, because we have got rid of the joining date. Okay, so is equal to sum if s. Sum range is this, so my salary section. My criteria range is this, my location first. Then my first criteria is whether that person is onshore. My second criteria range is grade, right? And my second criteria is that the grade is engineer. So I've got two conditions being checked, and then based on that the respective records to sum up the salary for. So this gives 34,000, because if you check over here, we have got only one engineer which is at onshore and has got 34,000 salary against him. The second engineer is offshore, that's why it is not considered. So this gives us the SUMIFS. Okay, hope you liked all these, and it will be very useful in your day-to-day activities. Thanks again for looking through the video. Do not forget to share the video, like the video, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.